A lot of people see JustAdetoun as an activist only. No, I am an activist and a humanitarian and an advocate. A lot of times, Gistlover has written so many things about me. So when people see me, they want to attack me. My question is, what is my offense? So Nigerians are selective of change. JustAdetoun is not selective of change.
Welcome to Pulse on the Record. Today we have the privilege of speaking with an activist, matriarch, and musician, Dr Adetoun Onajobi, popularly known as JustAdetoun. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Right. So we're going to dive straight into it. It's been a stressful week for you, no?
No. It's been a normal week for me.
On Monday, 31st of March, Nigerians woke up and, Muslims were celebrating Eid, and then a video went viral on social media. Do you want to tell us how that video happened?
Okay, so on that fateful Monday, I was taking a walk, and I saw this young woman with a little girl, and the normal me, who is, you all know, as an activist, but also an advocate, a humanitarian, and then a field worker. I would not see any child in any conditional situation and I will walk past. It's not possible. So I asked the girl the question, how old are you? And then she told me her age. I asked the mom. On a norm, it would have been a normal thing for me if it happened maybe in K2 or somewhere else. But the area where I live, it's not possible for you to see the high-end people, children, come out to sweep. So I also thought she was a nanny working in that house, and then she is the house girl working there. So I asked questions. So what are you doing here? Where do you live? So when I said, where do you live? She said, Oworo. So that just gave me an attention that definitely she's not a maid, and then the mother is definitely not a nanny. So you come all the way from Oworo here? She said, yes. What time do you leave home? 3 a.m. Now, people need to understand what we call advocacy, and people need to understand what we call activism, and people need to clear those two. The minute she said Oworo, 3 a.m., that was a flag. So I tried to speak to her. Is this the first time? She said no, that she brings the child. And then I said, so how does this affect her school? In the course of the conversation, I realized that she does this all the time, which is unhealthy. So I told her, I said, please, don't bring this child here again. But she was trying to force it like, but it's my daughter. So people have this mentality that it's my child, so whatever I do with my child is not your responsibility. So at that point, I explained to her, and she realized that, oh, okay. And then she was sober so I told her, I said, I don't walk. And there's a mystery behind this girl. There's a mystery behind this girl. I don't exercise. I'm good. I'm very fit at my age. I'm over 40, going 50. I'm very good. But I was scheduled to have a surgery in another 11 days. So I just wanted to test my capability because I had this headache for 4 or 5 days non-stop. And I'm a lifestyle practitioner. So I know what will be triggering this headache. So I said, okay, I used Panadol, it didn't go. I advanced to acetaminophen, it didn't go. And then I used propranolol, and then it didn't go. Then I knew something was wrong somewhere, and I'd taken excess water. So I said to myself, let me go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and then they checked. They said, madam, it could be sinusitis. Can we get your brain checked? I said, yeah, that's fine. So immediately I went to Mikio. When I got to Mikio, they did it, and then they said there was a fungi in my brain till as I speak. So I said, I'd have to leave Nigeria because I really don't live in Nigeria. So the doctor said, oh, you're going to have a surgery in another 2 weeks. They checked everything, and then I said, okay, you know what? Let me start getting my mind prepared for the surgery, which is slated for the 14th of April. That was how I decided to start taking a walk. And that was it. And that day was just my second day. So moving on, when she now realized that what she's actually doing to the girl was bad, she felt so bad. So I told her, I said, don't bring the child again. But seeing the woman, for you to wake up at 3 a.m., Abba, something is wrong somewhere. We're all humans, and we're all mothers, and we're in the society. But one thing people should realize is the children come first. And I recorded the video. I walked away. I posted it. And I put on the caption, we will come definitely to hear her story and look for a way to help. Definitely this woman needs help. But let's first understand that this child shouldn't be. She would wake up from her house and it takes nothing less than 30 minutes to walk to the bus stop at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night with that girl. And then she gets to the bus stop. If she doesn't find a bus, she'll definitely enter maybe all this Bole Kaja, or she'll have to wait and get a bus and come all the way to the estate at that ungodly hour. And that is not acceptable. Not now. If it used to happen, we have changed. So when I walked away, I came back immediately. So she had gone to sweep the other streets. So I asked the security guy a few questions. How often does this girl come in? He said, Madam, they've warned this woman not to bring this girl again. The estate has frowned at it that nobody should bring these children. I said, is it only during the holiday period? She said, no, that she brings this girl during school hours and all of that. I said, okay. A woman now came out of her house and then saw me, and then she was like, what happened? I told her the same. I told her what happened. She said they've warned the woman to stop bringing this girl, but she wouldn't listen. Everybody has warned her, but who knows the right thing to do or the right channel to follow? So I posted it, and then I tagged the NGO there. Maybe a lot of people do not understand. 2015, I set up an NGO called Feed, Educate, Enlighten, Dignify, a Child Community Initiative. And when you asked me the stressful week, it's not stressful for me because that has been my life. The minute I tagged the NGO, the manager, I sent a message, place this woman on 100,000 salary as early as 5:45 in the morning, or let's say past 6. So I posted it because we need to create awareness about some things. Some people have to pay the sacrifice of change. A lot of people do not know a lot of things. I'll give you a very good example. There was a day I was driving, and then I saw police officers in a filling station. I was going to the mountain to pray. And then I told my husband, sorry, please, let's stop. My husband said, we have fuel in the car. What? I stopped, and then I walked back into the police station. And I said, what are you doing here? You are not supposed to be here. This is RRS boss. This is police. BRT, do you see BRT in filling stations? You don't see BRT. They have their own station where they need to get fuel. But people didn't know. People were shocked. Like, what's our business? So I now instructed them. I said, drive out of this police station, this filling station now, and go to where you are supposed to get your fuel. Immediately, I called my office, write a letter to Lagos State. Why would an RRS vehicle or a police vehicle come into the filling station? And then immediately we wrote a letter to the Lagos State House of Assembly. What is the budget for Ilera, what do you call this place? I'll remember it. There's a name it's called. That's an Ibile Holdings. They are supposed to be giving them fuel. They have a depot. People were shocked. When I posted it on social media, people didn't know. So we're living in a society where basically people don't know a whole lot of things. People don't understand what the rights of children are. So, you know, the minute I posted it, and when Tunde Ednut wanted to repost it, he extracted the caption. So people can lift a story without the caption and then put it on their own page to create either content, opinion, or awareness. So I think the caption Tunde gave it, or other bloggers gave it a negative attention. Because on the post, I wrote it there. Definitely, we will help the woman, but let's understand that child labor is no longer accepted in our society. So the reason why the whole thing went agog is because of the caption individual bloggers attached to it. And when they were posting it, a lot of people said activists. A lot of people see JustAdetoun as an activist only. No. JustAdetoun is a humanitarian. JustAdetoun is an advocate. We are constitutionally guided, fully empowered. We have control over every child. We owe them the responsibility to protect them. We owe them the responsibility to feed them when the needs be. We owe them the responsibility to enlighten them. That was not humiliation. That was an enlightenment. I'm a mother. I'm compassionate. So bloggers would transmit it because they have a perception about JustAdetoun as an activist. They don't understand that I have a sole responsibility. I have a divine assignment from God to give what I have, to support any way I can, but we have to advocate for what is right. I think that is where the whole media got it wrong. Afterwards, Bible says, ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I'm a born-again Christian, and I'm a prophetess, and I understand what the Bible says. And fortunately for me, I'm well exposed. I'm well traveled. I might be born with a silver or diamond spoon, but ever since I was young, I've never mingled with the people of my class. I've always seen the downtrodden as my people. I've told this story so many times. I was born completely paralyzed. My father had all the money in the world. They flew me everywhere in the world. It still didn't give me a leg. The best Oyinbo could do those days was to give my father a one high feet shoe and the other one, and said, at least if she has to walk, let them put that on her. It was a common gate man who saw the way my mom treated them. I'm from a polygamous home. I lived in a castle. I was raised in a mansion. My mother is an Igbo woman, married to a Yoruba man. And there were some things that she wasn't used to as an Igbo woman. When the security people come, they want to take water. They have taps where they should go and take water. But those days, Coca-Cola used to come and offload ever in our own house. So my stepmom would say they should go and take from tap. My mom will carry ever water and give. And they would always scold my mom that there is tap water. But my mom doesn't understand the difference between tap water and bottled water. My mom sees everybody as equal. So that little service my mom rendered built a whole lot for her in the polygamous home. So when my mom took me to Italy, I think Italy was the last place they took me to, they already told her that if this girl you are carrying up and down and you are spending our husband's money, if she comes back here and cannot walk, just go back to your village. When they brought, my mom said when I came from the airport, my mom was reluctant to go in because of the shame. After carrying me all over the world, una still not give this girl leg up on all the money. It was the gateman that told my mom, Madam, go inside. Go inside. My mom was reluctant because they were going to bully her. My mom went in. The man was not supposed to be on duty the next day. The man came to the house the next day and they said he came with some leaves. And then they saw him standing at the gate. He was not on duty. So what are you looking for? And the gate of my father's house is exactly like Buckingham Palace. So they said he was standing there. You cannot stand in front of Buckingham Palace gate. That's what they used to call the gate then. Luckily for my mom, she was taking a walk. So the man saw my mom and quickly whispered. So my mom went outside the gate to meet her because they were like, you want us to go and call billionaire's wife? Who will enter house, go call. To cut the story short, the man gave my mom the leaves and told my mom, just wash it. Use it to rub her leg. Give her some to drink. And my mom said she did that. And less than 3 weeks, I could rise to my leg and walk. So tell me, who do I belong? Where do I belong? Who should I give my love, my attention, my commitment, my dedication to? Someone gave me life. So when people see me everywhere with children, understand that somebody somewhere, regardless of the class and the pedigree, was compassionate to give my mom a solution and didn't kick her out of her marriage. So when bloggers post anything about me, they post activists, JustAdetoun. They don't post advocates, JustAdetoun. There are three different things. Being a humanitarian, being an advocate of something, being an activist, there are three different things. My activism doesn't come when I'm doing my job. I might be principled in the cause of advocacy because of the society where we live in. We are optional about change. Nigerians want to decide the kind of change that they want. They used to do this for their parents. They used to do that. And in the video, I said it clearly. You can sweep your mom's home. You can wash her clothes. You can do all sorts. But living at 3 a.m., I post a lot of content on my page. If we need to blur the faces, we do. If we don't need to, we put it there. And I see people's reaction. How can a mother do this to her own child? This is wickedness. As a matter of fact, I have a gang now on my page. They'll tell me, Mama, when you are going, just give us location. We will meet you there. That is who they are now. Because they feel like this is too much. This is too much going on in society. And this girl walking at an ungodly hour at 3 a.m. is part of the too much going on in our society. We shouldn't normalize. We shouldn't transfer the chain of poverty to our children. We can train our children. But these days, this year alone, I've done over 754 cases of children only. The one that needs to come to the media, we bring it to the media. The one that doesn't need to come to the media, we attend to it behind doors. And every time, the only thing you hear is, I was trying to correct him. You're trying to correct a child and you inflict wound to blood comes out, you hit your child, you pour hot water. If anything had happened to this particular girl and we had posted it, that maybe she was kidnapped or she was sexually molested, the same people who are insulting me now will say, but where is the mother taking her to at 3 a.m.? Some women can be wicked, Sha. I understand the media and the narrative. And that is why JustAdetoun's eyes is on the balls for advocacy, humanitarian services, and activism. When my energy, wherever my energy is needed, I put it there. I went back to the woman. Bible says, ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. If the way I have done it doesn't seem pleasing to you, I owe her a responsibility. After explaining and people didn't see it, you understand? I'm not going to use the person people don't understand to create an impression and hurt that woman. I listen. I'm a mother. I listen. I'm a matriarch. You introduced me as a matriarch. I'm a revolutionary change maker. Change has to come in my own generation. I read a few comments and some people started to call me. I said, is that the way you see it? There's no problem. I had already taken the woman's number from the estate. Before I got to that woman's house, the estate security and then the company that hires them was already there because they knew trouble was on ground. And let me shock you. The security already gave information. I think they already put a watch on them. Because when somebody from the estate called me in the morning around 8, they said they already told them to sack the woman. Not because of the video I did, because the security already highlighted to them that that same woman had come with the child. So my video was to save her from losing a 19,000 naira job to going back home with nothing. So I looked at it. Is this how you feel about it? That's not how I feel about it. In the confinement of my work, that's not how I feel about it. I take my emotions away when I'm doing what I need to do as an advocate. I went to meet her. I drove to her house. I called her. I'd called her earlier on when we placed on 100,000 salary. She was just screaming. So I told her, please, I'm coming to your house. You don't need to tell anybody. Don't make any noise. She said, Auntie, I should not come. I shouldn't bother. I guess she didn't want me to see her state of living. I said, don't worry. So she said, when I get to the bus stop, I should call her. I got to the bus stop. The minute she saw me, she ran, she was kneeling down. I said, Madam, I didn't come here to deal with this issue. I'd already told you we're going to deal with this. I came here to apologize. They told me you earned 19,000. The minute the tears rolling from my eyes was that 19,000. I was crying from Third Mainland Bridge till we got that 19,000 naira. Does somebody pay someone 19,000 naira in this present day and time? And by the time I got to our house, the company that hires them and brings them, they were already there because the estate even pays her 40,000. They pay her management fee, they pay her service charge, they pay her money for materials, for the broom and everything, but they still end up taking from the poor cheating the poor to give 19,000 naira. I had to apologize to her. Yoruba ni taba fọwọ́ ọ̀tún bọ́mọ wí, afọwọ́ òsì fà mọ́ra. Now she understands the message. Does that stop us from still looking at the issue? No. But I don't want to pass a message to her in a wrong perception or manner. But I was so happy that when you saw her remorseful in the video, that was not her energy at first. She realized that she wasn't training the child. Rather, she was making the girl vulnerable. Exposing the girl. What if they kidnap them? What if they sexually molest them? Anything could have happened to that girl at an ungodly hour. If the girl wakes up at 7 a.m. and goes to help her parents, very well. That's a good time, but not 3 a.m. Do Nigerians see it as not right? Some people would see it as not right. Some people who are ready for the change will see it, yes, this is not right. But a lot of people who don't like JustAdetoun as an activist, or they've heard a lot about me on the media, they already have a perception about me, they will translate that anger. So what I saw was a lot of people angry about JustAdetoun. Around 2 a.m., my younger sister called me from the UK. She said she's on the platform and they are still doing a live video concerning this issue. And they were just saying, and she asked a question, there are other people who come to social media and post pictures of minors, do all sorts, pregnant girls, and they said, we are angry because it's JustAdetoun. Listen, JustAdetoun is the messenger. JustAdetoun is the changer. And JustAdetoun is the voice. It is not my calling. I'm a professional woman. I have my job. I have my business. But this is me. And this is what God has ordained me to do. And I have to do it regardless of the positive or negative energy around it.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. As you spoke, do you think I know you think you were hard done by the public. Why do you think there's that opinion of JustAdetoun? Why do you think people see these things you do and then they jump on it and try to attack you?
I think my personal person reflects on me. I'm a very quiet person, extremely quiet. And I realized that anytime I put something on the media, it just goes, wow. Because I'm somebody that my eyes are just on the balls. This is what I want to do. I have done it, and that is it. So I realized that my personality started getting attention after I had people started to build scandals around me, started to write things about my family, my husband, my person, fabricating all sorts of lies. What is my offense? Because I attacked the government. I have to attack the government. It's our right to live in a better society. We cannot live and we cannot allow the younger generation inherit corruption. We cannot allow the younger generation inherit lack of security and social amenities and welfare. We cannot allow the younger generation think that it is normal. If you go to the markets, they say in Confronting, things are expensive. And we have been hearing this thing for years and years. We woke up to broad daylight as kids to see that NEPA will take light. We woke up to see that if you go to police station, you cannot go freely. This has to be done. So it's like we have taken some things as characteristics of Nigerians. When I started activism, I've always been like this in school. When I realized that somebody is taking a piece, who are these people taking a piece? The government that we voted into power, we would write letters. If you know how many letters I've submitted to government, I've done over 10,000 letters. We would write letters to appeal. This school is not this children is not this health center is not this, police are doing this. And you know this bureaucracy around civil service, the letters never get to them. One day I remembered what my father told me. When you are in the zoo, you speak the language that animals understand. And that day, I dropped the title of pedigree, class, wealth, and I had to come low to their level. These same politicians who drive convoys, they put up in tinted vehicles. When they want you to vote for them, they come and eat corn with you. They go and buy amala and sit down in buka. The day they condescend low to the level of the people they need their votes. So the day I realized that these people are animals in human form, I started to attend to them like animals that they are. No respect for their offices. No respect for their titles. I don't have a problem with any government official in person. And that's why when I want to attack them, I will put their name and their office and let them come and sue me. Governor, so. I will not call you by your names because you can come for me. I am attacking your office so that your office can do what is right. I shed tears. I told you I had to drop emotions to be able to get things done. So when people see me, they want to attack me. My question is, what is my offense? I've not done anything. I know what my rights are as a citizen, and I know what I owe my children. Our parents failed us. I cannot afford to fail anybody that comes my way. And that has been my ground. So whether the media wants to create a negative buzz around it, I don't have control over that. A lot of times, Gistlover has written so many things about me. Listen, you can attack JustAdetoun. You can attack Adetoun Onajobi. My name is Just. For a prophetic reason. You cannot attack the just. Because regardless of what anything writes about me on the media, my eyes are still on the ball that our children need to go to school. My eyes are on the ball that when there is crisis, an ambulance should come and pick up someone. My eyes are on the ball that the street needs to be safe for our girls. My eyes are on the ball that government needs to be accountable to we as the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't live in Nigeria. I don't have a child who is a Nigerian citizen. But let me tell you something. Nigeria is my motherland. You can get a citizenship of any country. You cannot get another motherland. So as long as that thing is irreplaceable, valued, unchangeable, and not sellable, I uphold it and I respect it. And whatever it cost me, however it cost me to get things done, I will do it. Unfortunately, if some people don't like it, I don't have a problem with that. But you know what? The government doesn't have a problem with it either. Because they don't see me the way people see me. I've met with a lot of governors. I've met with a lot of politicians. And the only thing they will tell me, JustAdetoun, we are not telling you not to insult us. You are a prophetess. Don't swear for us. Remove the curse and abuse us. It's okay with us. You are the one that lets us to know that some things have not been done. A governor told me, Tom, we are surrounded with psychopaths. I've been following your page, all the recipes you put on your page. I do it, I watch it. Until the day one of my family members in Canada that had not called me in a long time said, JustAdetoun just insulted you. And that he had to pay attention to what I was saying. The public that we are speaking for, do they look at it from that angle? No, they don't. They are animals, and I'm relating with them as animals. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Unapologetically. So the media creates negativity around me because they see me only as an activist and not an advocate or a humanitarian.
On this issue, if you could go back, what would you do differently?
Nothing.
People have come to see.
The only thing I would have done differently was to have posted the full video for people to see. Now, one thing I've realized is on social media, What you show to them is what they accept and they perceive and they translate however they want to translate it. Some people will take offense in it. Some people will not take offense in it. I went to an event one day and I was playing with Laide Bakari and we're just punching and playing and hitting each other. We're hugging, dancing. She was so happy. She was like, your husband comes to the club. You don't come. I said, don't worry. I will definitely. So I surprised her there that day. And the minute I posted it, this woman said, she's a bully. I can't just stand her. I just hate her. What has JustAdetoun done for you to hate her? Then after a few hours, I posted the real full video. They saw that we were playing. And then everybody, the same people who will come with the hate comments, with the negative vibes and jibes, you will not see them come. Madam, I'm so sorry for the way I attacked you. These things have become normal to me. So the only thing that I would have done differently for that video, listen, I told you, my eyes are on the ball. Advocacy is advocacy. I went to a hospital one day. They called me. I was in the UK. And they said, because I have a team, we work together. They sent me a video of a child who had first-degree burn. The mother poured hot water on him because of, was it 3,000 or 5,000 naira? So I said, take care of the boy. Along the line in the hospital, when my team went there, because we have to give them food, pay the hospital bills, give them clothes, do everything. When we are done, we call the government to come and take them to a home where they are safe. A lot of people don't understand that. Any child I deal with ends up with the government. Peradventure, this guy saw another child in the hospital. I had to float to Nigeria. I flew in and then I went there. And then I saw like an 8-month-old baby or 9-month-old baby with first-degree burn. Madam, how did this happen? She said it was an accident. She was in the kitchen. The baby now came and then poured the hot water. She dropped the hot water. So I said, that's carelessness. She was trying to explain. She became aggressive. Definitely she knows me. She became hostile. She was attacking me. I said, madam, if you were careful enough, where is your partner? She said, why didn't you leave your baby with your husband to carry? You left your baby on the floor to be crawling. I said, madam, I'm going to take this child from you today. She started, how dare you? Who the hell do you think you are? My own child? Would you love my daughter more than me? I said, somebody loves your daughter more than you. And that is the law that protects your child. She was blabbing. A phone call, less than 37 minutes. The social service from Lagos State were there. That was when reality dawned on her. Reality that social services functions in Lagos State and in Nigeria now has not dawned on a lot of people. That is why people are saying, no, be a picking, she can do whatever. You can't do whatever you like to our children. One person gives birth to a child. Just one person will birth a child. The whole society owes these children the responsibility to protect them, to defend them, to enlighten them, and to feed them. And unfortunately, things are no longer the same. The people who are telling their stories of how they were raised is affecting their mental health. It's no longer the same. Things have changed. Nigerians want to pick what they want. Our artists, our A-list artists, when they're doing music video, they come up with all sorts of cigarette smoke actions. Was it part of our culture to do that? When our musicians were singing, Onye Kaweno, Christy Eseni Bokwe, were they stripping? Were they half naked? Yeah, they were. But we changed, we advanced. We picked the international mentality. We changed our dress sense. Look at me. We do the Oyibo hair. Everything about us has changed. We have welcomed and normalized our celebrities being naked and shaking butts on the stage, and they are paid millions of naira. Nobody remembers culture at that point. When all our A-list people, when I was growing up, when they say, who is your role model? I looked at Miriam Makeba. I looked at the likes of Nelson Mandela. I looked at some people. Those were the people that gave me goose pimples, goosebumps. And I said, these are the people I want to be like. I looked at Auntie Joka Silva. Now, if you ask, I go to schools. Last year, we did over 1,000 schools advocacy. talking to girls about menstrual health, infertility, their cycle, what they should know. And I sit down to talk to girls. I post some of these videos. And the things I hear them, I want to be like so. I love so artist. I love so musician. Why? I love her dressing. We have come to accept some things, but we don't want to accept that our sufferings are not part of our culture. We don't want to accept that brutalizing, punishing our children is not part of our culture. We don't want to accept that our children are entitled to life, happiness. So Nigerians are selective of change. JustAdetoun is not selective of change. Change is change. If you accept that our artists should be smoking weed and talking down on our girls, our musicians brought our girls to a subject of no value. They have become objects. Women and girls are not respected anymore in our society. They mount pressure on them. Is it our culture to be doing bam bam? Was it part of our culture? If our culture was good, why is the Japa syndrome on the high rise? Why are people rushing to get citizens for their citizenship for their children? So we want to normalize some part of it, and then we want to change some part of it. I'm a matriarch. I carry my title with dignity and confirmation. Change is change. I'm not selective of change.
Thank you very much for that. Feed a Child Initiative, that's your NGO. What are the difficulties you faced so far running an NGO like that in Nigeria?
So, we used to have challenges, but I don't have challenges anymore. And the reason why I don't have challenges anymore is feeding these children has never been a problem. We get CSR from multinationals. I run Babyology, and this is 18 years. I've been running Babyology, which is a business where we do baby foods and all of that. And every money that I make, I put it back in the charity. I use it to buy food, and we feed children. Educating children, a lot of times, we've written letters to the government, and when we have children who are not going to school now, it's just a phone call away from me. Enlightening our children, we write letters to a lot of schools, we write letters to the government, we seek permission, we want to do this, and then I do it. Dignifying our children, I've never had problems with that. Because anywhere I go to, I let every young girl, I let that young boy know that you have equal opportunities to break through in life. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody, you have your story. I have my story, and my story can either translate to something positive or something negative. My activism has helped my charity, because now governors will tell you, we don't want that woman's problem. She will insult your wife, insult your children, insult your father, insult your mother. If it's ambulance, they need to salvage a situation. Just give her, please. Listen. By the pedigree of my father, unfortunately, by the person I married, there's nobody in this country that I don't know. And there is no door that I cannot knock. But one thing that has kept my respects up till today, I have never gone to any government official to ask for anything personal for myself. Never. I've never used that opportunity. A lot of celebrities, sometimes they will chat me, Tom, please, I want to see this governor, so I want to see so person. Can you help me? Can you help me right there? Can you help me ask for money? I said, go and meet them yourself. So I don't have any challenges anymore. What I want is for every child to be safe. There was a day I was going, they called me. I don't have a social life anymore. Maybe because a lot of people don't see me at movie premieres. I am not an actress. I am not a celebrity. I am an activist and a humanitarian and an advocate. Sometimes I'll be dressed up. I'm going to my own clinic. I have a clinic. I'm going to my clinic and a phone call comes in and that is the end. Sometimes I'm at the airport. I'm going to see my own children and anything happens and that is the end. This particular day, this message came in. This child must not die. They sent me a video and in the next 3 to 4 hours, I saw the prognosis. I'm a nutrition consultant. I know the prognosis of malnutrition. I know when it is severe. I know all of these things. I said, this child might definitely not make it because the child was already foaming. I got in my car and then we're driving traffic. I had to got on a bike and I was going. And let me shock you. By the time I got there, we still had to hop and then we looked for the nearest hospital. By the time we spent about an hour, Lagos State Ambulance was already calling. Madam, where are you? We've seen the video. Madam, where are you? We are coming. And they come. Come with one. They can tell you they are coming with 3 ambulances. That is what calling the government out has done for me. The government knows that this woman, you see, when I put a call to any government official, they will call me back immediately. Madam, the first question you hear, where is the location? I need a lot of things. I'm also a hustler. I'm working. But I've never used my person for my personal interests. My person, Adetoun Onajobi, my father owns the largest rug making factory in Africa. My father had caliber of friends and they are still alive. And they call me all the time, Tom, do you need to do this? What are you looking for? Come, we'll give you money. I said, it's not money. It's the fact that we need to break this chain of poverty for our children. How many people do we want to help? Let the laws effect. Let the system function automatically for them. So I don't have any challenges running Feed a Child anymore. I had challenges running Feed a Child. But I don't have challenges anymore. All the children you see on my page, they are in government custody. If you're acting funny, we take your child and your child is gone. And your child is in a better place. They go to private schools. They treat them well. They take them abroad. The day one woman sent me a message, say, Auntie, I called you for some children. You don't even remember me. I gave her money. She said, nah, then send me picture. These children, they travel, go abroad for vacation. Children, when they live inside water, they can't say, the governor say, they carry them and go abroad now. That's their luck. No child comes to my page and doesn't get what God has destined that child to be. Nobody. I've not seen it. So I don't have any problems running Feed a Child. I don't.
Okay, so as a follow-up to that.
Sorry, I have one problem.
Okay.
When we write to schools and then some people see my name, they turn it down.
Why do you think that is?
Because they don't want to have anything to do with Adetoun. Private schools do it a lot to me. But I am the one coming to advocate. I am the one coming with my materials. And they turn it down. And over time, I tell my management, I said, don't bother yourself. So my person as JustAdetoun as an activist still affects a lot of things about me. A lot. Last year, we wrote letters to 250 schools, private schools. 2 only responded. And then later they said, is another woman on Instagram? No, we don't want to have anything to do with her. But it's okay for me. Civil servants, when we write letters to them, they take time to respond. So now, the letters are automatic. They respond immediately, and we attend to them immediately. So the challenges would definitely, but generally, nothing.
You run this NGO, so what that means is you see these cases on a first-hand basis, and you see how gruesome they might be. Do you at any point feel like I may not reach every child I need? And if you do feel that way, how do you deal or confront those feelings?
You see, that day when I went to that woman and I was crying, that was the passion of Feed a Child you saw, everybody saw. A lot of times when I get home, I always feel I'm not doing enough, I haven't done enough because I've saved one, there are still millions out there. And that is why I always say it on my page, if there's anything, just send me a DM. I have team. A lot of NGOs also come to me. A lot of crises, when they're happening, they come to me. If I'm not there, I'll just send them money. You guys should take care of this. We all have to come together. It's the spirit of Umoja. I can't do it alone. I'm not the only one God has blessed. I'm not the only one God has called. But a lot of times, I feel like, how do I get to the next person who needs me? 3 weeks ago was the toughest for my life, working as a Feed a Child person. They called me for a sexually molested case in the middle of the night. Along Badagry, Cotonou. As early as possible in the morning, before my husband woke up, and gone. I was in Badagry, another one came, sexual molestation in Ogun State. I got back to Lagos around past 10, and I still had to go all the way to Ikorodu. Look at the two ends. And I was calling the governor of the state. I was calling the wife of the governor of the state. I called the commissioner of women affairs. They don't see these things as important. They have also taken it as it is normal. Stop disturbing us. The woman, the commissioner of women affairs, Lagos, said, Madam, I am in America. Call this number. I called the number. The woman had some little compassion in her. She wanted to do it, but there was no vehicle. I said, Ogun State should stop telling me they don't have this. Lagos State has in excess. But would we have even known that Lagos State had these ambulances, all these things, if I didn't call them out? So I can't be everywhere. And that is why I keep begging people, if you see something, say something. But I always feel like I'm not doing enough. And I just wish with the way God has blessed me, spiritually, physically, morally, I could just be everywhere like a spirit. My spirit is everywhere, but my hands are not everywhere. So I always feel I'm not doing enough. And I want to do more. This is what I want to die doing. Let's help people. Let's break that chain. Let's not think some things are normal. You are running to America, you are running to Canada because of the pay. Your taxpayers' fund is going to pay someone's school fees. It's paying for someone's medicals. The system is automatically working. The infrastructures are there. But any country in America does not joke with their kids. I had an accident in America. You see this, my two legs, I don't know where God is taking it to. My last son, I had an accident in America. I could not walk for over 1 year again. A car crashed into me and I was gone again. I had surgery 9 times for them to bring my last kid out, my last son out. But the system was functioning. I have citizens. I know how the system helps them. Is the system helping our children here? I sent a message to the governor the other day. I said, I want to book an appointment. I want to ask some questions. Don't these children deserve even for 5,000? This for 5,000, 10,000 you give to all these riffraffs. Why can't you pay it into these children's account? Do you think this Nigeria has not grown? GDP, 200 million. How much is our children getting from it? You go to a public hospital and they are still telling you to go and buy gloves. You go to a public hospital, you have to go and do tests. You have to pay your own money. What is public about it? Where are these monies going to? Include these children. And I will fight that battle. And I will win. I have won a whole lot of it. And we will still win more.
What is a hopeful end for you, an ideal situation of what the Nigerian child's future should look like? What would happen? What would you...
Hopeful end for Feed a Child or JustAdetoun or Adetoun?
For Nigerian children, Feed a Child is catering to the Nigerian child. Where do we get to as a nation where you would feel, I can relax now, the children are taken care of?
The journey of motherhood never ends. We can only pass the baton and the spirits. So there's nothing called the end. The end of everything is when everybody dies. We are no longer where we used to be. We've made tremendous improvement and change. But the question is, do the people know that things are already changing? No. That is why when everybody heard Social Security would take the child, they went agog because they feel it doesn't work, it doesn't exist, it's not going to happen. So for me, we've started this journey 15 years ago. We've made millions of change. Now let me shock you. This NGO was started by Aya Norishafemi.
The singer. Is he still involved in it?
Oh yes, he's still the chairman of the NGO. We used to go to so many slums I used to sleep in Ajegunle. We will occupy a community, enlighten them, educate them about the things that their children need to know. We will take them to banks, tell them, you put 2,000 from the money of your fish, we will give you 10,000, but make sure this child goes to school. And we have broken that chain gradually. And that is why a lot of these low-life women, or however they put them, they are sending their kids to school. They are more cautious. There was a time we used to deal with Okada people. All this, vroom, 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 pam, pam, pam. You say, You say, hi, hello, say, Nekene, and then they changed. So it's a continuous thing. But where we're coming from where we are now, we are 75% close.
Progress has been made.
Progress has been made. Lagos State does not joke with any child anymore. Lagos State does not joke with any child anymore. January, I was in the UK. Bam Bam called me. Later, Omonioboli joined the call. They were filming and they had a situation where a woman, her husband instructed her to commit suicide. I was in the UK, I was not in Nigeria. And Bam Bam was crying on the phone. Bam Bam was shedding tears. Bam Bam has this soft, sweet voice. I was looking, I said, Bam Bam, so this is happening. And I was looking at, Auntie Tom, where are you? This woman must not die. And I'm like, Bam Bam, just hold on. And I put a call through. I called the commissioner of police. I called the leader of RRS. And immediately they picked the call. Madam, you are adding us to a call with somebody else. I said, there's a situation in so place. They said, Madam, consider it done. Immediately I took the video, I took the picture, I sent it to Lagos State. Lagos State people know they off phone again. No? Now you know call. Immediately Mrs. Tonyoke saw it. She called me where they woke other people up who were in their houses and they moved with the buses, police, and they said they had gone to police station, they had called police wasn't responding. And then within 1 hour, we took, the woman didn't kill herself. She said her husband instructed her to kill herself. That would have been a case of what? We are progressing. People know me. Nigeria cannot deny they don't know who this woman seated here is. When they have problems, they call me. 99% of your celebrities, I am their consultant. Anything that has to do with their children's nutrition and health. Nigerians just choose to look at you with the kind of eyes they want to look at you. I go to churches. I'm a prophetic singer. They see me praying. On my TikTok, the only thing I do on my TikTok is prophecies. They see it. But the ones who don't like you because Gistlover has written something, Gistlover has said something, they maintain status quo. That is why I say our politicians take all of our inheritance and monies, our funds, they embezzle, they siphon. Celebrities take advantage of your mental ignorance, of your social ignorance. They wear clothes, they display, they create content, they show you, I just love this man, I just love this woman, my man crush, my woman crush. Do you know him in the four corners of his house? You only fall in love with what they present to you. You only admire them because of the way they carry themselves. JustAdetoun is not here to impress anybody. Her eyes is on the ball. If I die today, I want to die a fulfilled matriarch. Nigerians know what they're doing. They are selective of change and progress. But it's not going to work. We all have to do this. God has blessed this generation. I'm happy this generation is no longer poor. They can do a lot with their phones. And that's why I support them. Content, I support. Whatever I support. When they need to talk, I come and back them up. Government will call me so many times. Don't join this thing. Don't. I said, I will join them. They told you are teaching these children to be rebellious against us. No. It's their rights. Now I'm happy a lot of them are millionaires. A lot of them are richer than us. That's my joy. But still focus on the fact that it is your motherland. I'm wealthy. I'm rich. I am rich. If life has not brought anything to me, life has given me richness. And it is of the heart, in abundance. I have a roof over my head, home and abroad. I don't pay rent, home and abroad. I don't pay mortgage, home and abroad. So when people say, I don't post enough, what is my purpose of posting? I only come to social media to post because some of these cases, it is people via Instagram that bring it. They will send, Auntie, this is this, please don't mention my name. And we have to make them see the follow-up. And a lot of times, when we call the government for this and this, they do it. I don't need to come and post. Am I going to post 1,000 schools that I went to? Am I going to post every day of my life? After this incident, I've attended to nothing less than 37 cases. On that same day, I attended to over 11 cases of child molestation. Do I need to come and post? I am not a content creator. I'm not a content creator. And I've never made 1 naira on my Instagram page. Never made 1 naira on my Instagram page. I have my business with Babyology. If you go there, you see me. I do anything to promote my business, but I don't take advantage of the fact that I am JustAdetoun. I don't take advantage as a matriarch. No, I don't exploit people. Your celebrities exploit you. They dress up and then you make them rich. They put up music that have no value. They put up music that are not evergreens. They put up music that cannot preach to you when your parents are not there. They give you music that only puts you under prayer. They give you sounds that make you think that your bodies have become instruments. Who sings those kind of songs any day? Who does that anymore? Nobody. If you love me, I go wait for you. Who sings those kind of songs anymore? Yash no day, breast no day, bag no day, conclure, we shy, we pump up. You're putting the younger generation under prayer. And you are living a fake life to make them think that this is what life has turned out to be. And the reality of our poverty, the reality of our pain, the reality of our destruction is on the streets everywhere. And then you people say it is normal. Poverty is not normal. Our society and our system made us poor. Financially poor, mentally poor, morally poor, academically poor, socially poor. Young girls who write exams today cannot write application letters. And they will tell you they went through school. And if you read the application letter, nothing. I fought my own uncle back to back in government. I have relatives, blood in government today. And we don't relate as the same blood. Because I tell them you don't do what is needful, I will drag you. So tell me where we are going. And why feed a child should not do what she needs to do as an advocate. People want me to be Adetoun Onajobi. People want me to be that woman who would wear sexy things, flaunt it, dance for them, play. I'm not a hard person. If you watch my status, I post, people say, oh, so you are this beautiful, so you are this, you are this, that. That's not my focus on the media space. I'm a messenger of truth. Aye o feni foro, aye le o. Owó ti jẹ wá, ìwà olórúkọ mọ́ o. Ìwà oníyì, owó ti gbé wá mi. Everybody is about money. The society is about money. The government is about money. Are we about money? No. We were born for love, with love to support. Americans will say, God bless America. I lived in America. God bless America. Americans will do something wrong and they will call the police. Nigerians will tell you waiting be your own. Shogbae, and we have the highest number of churches. Pastors don't call me to church to come and minister as a prophetic worshiper because they say I am an activist. There's a big church in Abuja. I had a song that was all over them. And then they said, oh, bring this woman. By the time they did the final work, and then they said, oh, it is this woman. They said, no, this woman that is always abusing government. Don't bring her to my church. Does it stop me from singing? No. I'm releasing an album very soon. Does it stop me from doing what I have to do? No. After Gistlover wrote everything about me, does it stop me from going to stand by the hospital bed with a child who is not mine? No. If I please everybody, take down the video, don't take down the video, take down the video, don't take down the video. I can't please everybody. Positive and negative brings light. Some people will ever be positive about you, and some would remain negative about you. Don't make effort to change them. They've chosen their path. But you see this light here in the studio and the light around us, one negative cable and one negative positive cable brought that light.
Okay, thank you. That was very rousing. To divert away a bit, Mohbad died 2 years ago. Justice seemingly remains unfounded. Where do you stand? Have you made peace with that situation?
What kind of peace?
Have you accepted what the reality is, that maybe justice would not come?
Nigerians are, like I told you, they are who they want to be, and they choose what they want. You see this woman standing in front of you? There is nothing about me that is self-created. Everything about me is divinely created. I'm a prophetess. I see visions. I tell when I need to tell. In as much as I drag Tinubu, I abuse him, I do all sorts. I was praying one day on the mountain, and I asked God the question. And God said to me, go, when I'm ready to talk to you, I will. I was flying Virgin Atlantic that day, and right there in the aircraft, Holy Spirit came. Virgin wasn't going to fly that day because they thought I was going to die. Something happened. Something just came upon me. I knew God was around. I got to London. From the airport, I got home. I told my husband, put me under the sun. There was no Obi. There was no Atiku. And I said it. Tinubu's age, scam. The way the message was coming, the way I was saying it, that but Tinubu is going to be the president of this country. Did Nigerians accept it? No. They told me that I am a cloud chaser. Gistlover dragged me, keep on following her. Human beings are following you. Holy Spirit is following you. And you think that is important to somebody like me? I told Baba Jesh I was going to go to jail. I saw him at a movie location with Tony Abraham, Brother Shaggy and all of that, Mama Rainbow. Months before it happened, I told him, you're going to jail. I said, because your hands are soiled with the pain of children. Whenever he comes out from jail, he will tell you. I'm spiritually blessed, but I don't take advantage of it because I don't have control of it. Talking to dead people is nothing to me. It's a gift from God. And Mohbad is not the first. Mohbad is not the second. Mohbad is not the third. But because people see, it can't be just Adetoun. All of these things can't be just Adetoun. There are people who, they act, they sell clothes, they sing, they know how to swim, they know how to cook, they know how to dance, they display their talent. Mine is not a talent. It is a spiritual blessing. If Nigerians had just taken their mediocrity, their ignorance to one side. I never met Mohbad till I died. The names Mohbad were mentioning to me, I called some of them behind doors. I don't know Mohbad. I was even doing I was dancing to one of his songs. I never knew the owner of the song. And this boy came to me. Listen, let's be real. Spirituality exists. This thing has been in me for years. When my stepmother noticed it, she started to tell my father. That was when my father took me and went and dumped me with Pastor TB Joshua. That those are my caliber of people. Prophet C, Prophet C, Prophet Saul. They dumped me with Pastor TB Joshua. My mother was like, my pikin go school. That was when my mom dragged my father and my father before they brought me back. I'm a highly spiritual human being. I don't do nothing without a spiritual backup or voice. Hear this today. So many times I would have posted video and I want to do. Whatever the Holy Spirit does not tell me, I don't do it. How the message is being translated is not the issue. I saw Mohbad full flesh. I have a clear memory of everything that transpired in his house that day. He told me everything. And he was the one giving direction, go from year to year. But Nigerians say because it is just Adetoun. If it was Baba Adeboye that said it now, they would have believed. It was maybe Mama Esther Ajayi or one person who has a ministerial calling and they have a church, they have an established. Because they see Just Adetoun as that arrogant woman that abuses the government. So nothing else about her. Don't come in contact with me spiritually, I beg you. You can't fight my spiritual wars. You see this Just Adetoun, you see, I've had a lot of spiritual attacks. Politicians have money. They can use money to control anything. But I always tell them, one-on-one, you don't have that spiritual backup. Forget it. I'm a woman who prays and I fast. And rather than going to parties from one place to the other, I am on my knees. I am on the mountain praying. 365 days, maybe 200 days, I am on the mountain fasting and praying. And when I come out, I dress like you want me to dress. I'm also upping my game. I'm married. I'm not going to say because I'm a prophetess, I will not be dressing like, because I want to go and minister somewhere, because your gospel artists create an impression of how gospel artists should look. But they smoke a bowl before they climb on the stage. They say they have stage fright. I go to the stage with the Holy Spirit. I've never said this before, and let me say it today. Gistlover is my brother, he's my father. Years before he went to jail, before that issue happened, I went to his church, they called me to come and minister. There and there on the stage, I saw a large number of people, spirits, witchcrafts and all of that. And then I told him that day, I held his feet and I prayed for him. I called him and I called his wife. I said, prison, jail. The only thing that can save you is don't do this. It happened. So many people like that, so many cases, so many incidents like that. But Nigerians just see Just Adetoun, the troublemaker, and they don't see anything apart from that. But God is so wonderful. The way he created me, I fought it for so many years. I battled with it for so many years. And I just told God one day, I said, put me in a place where I will blossom and shine. When I lost my first marriage, I didn't see it as anything. When I lost my second marriage, it came to me as nothing because that one just lasted about 6 hours. When I met Baba Shabi, and then we started our relationship, I knew when I saw some things about him, I knew that this guy would let my light shine. And he's the only person I always thank for all of this. If my husband says don't go out, if they call me for any situation, am I going anywhere? No. If he tells me, it affects my relationship. My husband will tell me they will come and meet you. People will come and meet you that you should go and help them meet governor for something. You will not go. Let problem happen in one area now. Maybe they are killing some people in one area or something. You will be calling governors and they will be picking your call as if you are calling your house girl downstairs. And I tell my husband, that is who God has created me to be and you can't change it. So for me, for Mohbad's issue, there's something about me. I practice, I understand, I value and I uphold self-respect and self-dignity. If I had wanted to help and they gave listening ears and don't put the perception of Shebi Just Adetoun, Mohbad's case would have been resolved because I would expose everything. But people started to create content. Some people wore sutana. Celebrities were using me to create content. And then they will still come and say, Just Adetoun is the cloud chaser. You want me to talk, I will talk. You don't want me to talk, I will not talk. But for Mohbad's case, I made a vow. After then, he appeared to me again. But I made a vow not to discuss his matter anymore. Not in any press. Because if you value me, if you value the woman God has created in this generation, I have gotten to the point where if I tell you people, wait, you should believe me that, yes, wait. Because ever since you people know me, I have remained truthful and dedicated, and my loyalty has been to the common man on the street. But if by now, with all the traumas that I've gone through, with all the unspeakable things, they tried to kidnap my son in school, the school had to advise me, and I had to withdraw my children, I had to take my son abroad. I had so many things that I shouldn't even be saying because everything comes with its good side and the bad side. And I don't need pity. I don't need people to pity me. I don't seek pity from anybody. Because the only pity you hear is on the comment section. We love you, I love you. It will either build you or destroy you. So why would I still be talking about Mohbad's matter? Anytime the person who sent me the message know that I've did my best. When he was not alive, when he was singing, people didn't hear the lyrics of his song. When he was alive, when he was crying and running to people, they thought what he wanted was show. They offered him show. Nobody sat him down like a father or a mother to listen to him. And after he died, he still came back and still wanted the same thing. And the society still did not allow it because it is coming from JustAdetoun. So much to come from me. God keeps this soul. When I say people, I tell them, this is what God says. If you want to accept it, accept it. If you don't want to accept it, don't accept it. A lot of time when they come back and say, JustAdetoun, you said this at so time, so day, and it has happened. It is God. It is not me. Sometimes I don't even remember. Somebody attacked one day, said, I don't post my prophecies on social media. I said, am I intending to open a church? Shall I go there where they preach? They tell me, say, one picking, they buy somewhere. I go live una for there. I don't go. What you need is we want to pray together. We want to uphold our faith together. And then I sing. And then when I am available, I hold live sessions. And then we pray, I prophesy. Whatever God tells me, I say it. And I drop it there. I don't boast around because no. If I want to go to club, I will go to club. I will dance. There's so many sides of me. God created a 5-in-1 human being. The same me is JustAdetoun. The same me is babyology. The same me is a gospel artist. The same me is a cook. And none of all of these things is monetized. I put up posts, videos. If you have high blood pressure, hypertension, insulin level, whatever ailment, God has blessed me. I'm well educated. As I'm talking to you now, I'm on my second master's. I'm starting my PhD very soon. I'm doing a master's in maternal nutrition. And I post all those things for free. I don't take a penny. Anybody can go to my YouTube. I've never earned $1. My husband will tell me, all this is you are doing, you're not earning money. I said, I'm not living for money. Now, Gary be my best food. I have enough. I'm not looking to go to a restaurant to go and sit down, cuisine level, and snap picture and post, and somebody come and say, I just love this woman. When you meet me, if you are blessed to meet me one-on-one in person, whatever you see, appreciate it and value it. But I'm not going to use it as a content for you to come and pay me attention. No, there's too much attention buzzing around me already. My one post makes a lot of people millionaires. Do you know how many people have been posting, creating content with that same video? And they are going to make money 2:45 a.m. Some people are on a podcast. They are winning butterfly, earning butterfly, and they are discussing tone. And just one question somebody asked them. 2:45 a.m. people are still discussing this issue. And then they said, because it's JustAdetoun and we don't like her. You don't like me, but what you saw as negativity has made somebody over 30 million naira richer. She owns a land now. More than 4 people have agreed to pay her school fees. That same day, around 10 a.m., somebody already offered in America, Washington, D.C., to be precise. You have the message, right? To give her a free education in America. So what are we talking about? Everything about me is a blessing. Whatever I say will always bless somebody. When content creators, bloggers, people want to spread hate message about me, it turns to money for them. I'm Kikidaowo. I'm full money. And I'm not the one benefiting from it. But if it blesses my generation, my darling, so be it. So on Mohbad's issue, I zip my mouth because I respect myself so much. This is a crown God has put on my head. And I'm not going to allow some mediocracy people to come and belittle me. I don't do that. You respect me when I open my mouth to say anything or I take a bold step to walk. It is ordained. I pray and I act. Whatever I say, I act. I am talk, do, act, and pray.
Right, that makes sense. Thank you very much for that. In closing, on being misunderstood, on fighting a continuous battle for the Nigerian children, can you give your critics a parting shot?
So, to those of you who sit down there, and because bloggers have written a lot of negative things about Adetoun Onajobi, I want you to know that JustAdetoun and Adetoun Onajobi, they are two different people. You can want to bring Onajobi Adetoun down, but you cannot bring JustAdetoun down. And the reason why I say you cannot bring me down, not because you are not powerful, not because I underestimate the power of your strength, but because the kind babalawo me I get, the babalawo way creates me, it go hard. Oh, I serve a God that rose Tabitha from the dead. I serve a God that turned what is bitter into sweet. Ọlọ́run tó sọ ìkorò mára di adùn. Whoever you are reporting me to, listen, they only have either keypad powers or money powers. JustAdetoun is a woman you cannot break, unfortunately. Let me give you a closing story. Sometimes ago, somebody sent me a message, she sells kuli kuli, and then she's on my page, I just love this woman. Then one day said, I want to send you kuli kuli, I want to send you madam. And I always advise her, do your business, I do your business like this. And then one day I just sent her money. She said she wanted to supply me. I said, don't worry, let me give you the money. She said, madam, where's your address? I didn't give her my address. I said, don't worry, you can keep the money. I just use it to empower you. The day Gistlover wrote something about me, it was part of the people that came. You know, go better for you, this woman. So that this is who the real you is. Then there was a lady who insulted me, bullied me, did everything. Then something happened to her own family, and she was calling me for help. Don't be a team of destruction. Let us be a team for change. There are so many times you people don't understand that what we do in the face of the people we are craving change from, they see us as unserious people. They see us as leave them. After 3 days, it go clear for their face. And our problems have become mere contents. And that is why the government will tell them, leave them alone. Adetoun, now you they worry about them. These people don't worry about themselves. After some time, 2 days, the story will clear. Look at what we have condescended so low to be. And we are there agitating for change. Please don't love me. I'm begging you now for the first time. If you hate me, keep your hate. I need light in my life. And all the positive light will not bring, your positive love will not bring light. I need the negative ones and I need the positive ones so that JustAdetoun can keep shining. Positive and negative moves your car, the barrel in your car. Life has two sides to it. Please don't keep me on one side. I'm not a saint. I can be a bad girl when I want to be a bad girl. And you all see it on my status. I can be flirty when I want to be flirty. And when I want to be that prayerful woman, you can't take that away from me. When I want to be that playful, you know, I used to do comedy. I used to pass my messages through comedy. Yesterday, I was looking through my old Facebook page. And I saw one of the videos I did about Desmond where I work, but I had over 1 million views. And some people still want that side of me. But that side of me is good. It might give me money if I decide to monetize it. But the problem is, does it change? Does it bring change to the challenges that we have now? Would it make me call Lagos State or call Ogun State and say, a child has been molested in a school, we need to shut that school down, and it will affect? No. So right now, I'm over 40 years of age. Whatever this woman wants to do now must impact change in you, your coming generation, your unborn children, and your current children. That is the way the game is now. So the game I'm on, the keyboards I want to press now are the keyboards of advocacy. So if you're not joining my advocacy team for change for me, you, and everybody out there, nah man, biko unfollow me. Nah biko no unfollow me. Mamo ibo na suibo very well. Ima see right now, you are not ready for advocacy, aggressive change, policies that will change and benefit everyone. Nah biko no unfollow me. Right? Unfollow me.